to a brand new edition of the Game of the Week. Coming at you with Shaka and his military memes. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you're enjoying this series. I am enjoying doing the Game of the Week every week and bringing some kind of OP strats for you guys to get into and enjoy. So thank you very much for the support. It's been great having YouTube up and running. So thank you for that. As always, we're live on Twitch, streaming every day. Twitch.tv/Normulator. If you haven't stopped by ever, or in a long time, or in a while, come on by and say hello. It'd be great to see you. And I'd love to talk to you. Learn about your interest in the game and what things you'd like to see in the future. So, let's talk, shall we? Shaka. Very, very strong military civ. I would put them top 5 for sure, not in the top 2. That's obvious. Alexander and Genghis have those 2 slots locked up. This unique ability is kind of, it's actually kind of a little bit advantageous for military when you're taking over other people's cities. It gives you a little bit more time. If you leave a unit in the city that you take over, it gives you a little bit more time to take over other cities around it before you lose loyalty when you're having loyalty issues during military, which some people have sometimes when they're playing military. The loyalty can be an issue. So, +3 or +5 it's a little bit helpful. And this is a bigger part of it here. Conquering a city with a unit will upgrade it into a corps or an army if the proper civics are unlocked. So that goes to the fact that one of the biggest abilities of the Zulu is that they get their ability to make corps and armies much earlier than everybody else, which gives them a great military advantage early on, or kind of early to mid game. And also you'll want to time it so like you'll have lots of corps and armies, but if you have any units like hanging around that you haven't cored up yet or whatever, it's nice to have a couple of them. It's like making a free core, right? You just get a city down to like next to nothing and have the unit that's not a core take the city, and then turns it into a core or an army later in the game. And it's a nice advantage to get your units stronger and better. So it's pretty great. The Ikanda is their special district, which is really great because it just means you get your encampment that much faster. Obviously, in military games, you're really only worried about building encampments, campuses to keep your research up militarily, and of course commercial hubs in order to pay for the big old army that you're going to have. So those 3 things are the only things you really need to worry about, and being able to build one of those districts much quicker, particularly an important one like the encampment, is great. Additional benefits of this, in addition to it just being cheaper and easier to build, extra housing, always great, and also being able to build corps and armies cheaper once the technologies are upgraded. So once you get to mercenaries, you can actually just build corps instead of, or corps or armies, but corps at mercenaries, instead of just having to worry about building the one and then another one and then merging them together. You can just build a core from scratch for much cheaper. And yeah, it's great. Works really well. So it's a really good district. It's not like one of the best in the game, but it's for its purpose in a military game is really great. So there you go. And also, and the extra little bit of culture for getting it built too. You get it built early, getting that little bit extra culture, especially when you consider that we're going to want to get the culture tree going as quickly as we can in order to get to that mercenary tech early on. So yeah, excuse me, my throat's a little bit froggy today. The special unit Impy is it doesn't come in particularly useful in a military game where you're trying to take everybody out, because it doesn't have significant movement. It's a nice unit defensively for sure. Obviously, it replaces the pikemen. You can make a few of them and have them hang around, and then if you do happen to run into some other cavalry units in the area, kind of help flanking as you're taking cities and stuff. But it's hard for them to keep up once you get on a nice momentum run. So, it's a unit. It's nothing special. It's certainly nothing that we'll focus on for our victory type. What else? Is that about it? There's one other thing, obviously. What was it? Oh, just his ability. Yeah, so we talked about this. In addition, you do get the +5. So yeah, you get the core ability at Mercenary Civics and the army ability at Nationalism. So you get those significantly much more early than others. So that's great, being able to push cores on guys. And then the additional 5 combat strength to base to cores and armies makes those units really strong. So you just pump out the units, make those cores. In addition to cores being stronger than regular, you're also getting another +5 for the combat strength on top of that. So it makes their units really, really quite powerful. So it's good. And being able to you'll be able to get, of course, great generals. You'll get them relatively quickly because you get your specialty district built even faster. Once you get that together, there's a lot of synergies to help have overpowering units. Yeah, I hadn't showed it. Yeah. So yeah, that ability is really quite strong when you're going specifically like all the other military based civs. Their abilities are quite narrowly focused on military games. So obviously, this particular strength isn't going to really help you that much in any other game. Obviously be a little bit of a help, but if you're going for a science victory, having cores be +5 game base strength stronger, not really a big deal. So again, mostly focused on military strength, and that's what we use them for. So there we go. Let's do this thing. If you're joining me on Twitch, thank you for being here. The Game of the Week command in Twitch will give you the map conditions and the game seed and the map seed. If you're joining me on YouTube, you can check out the information below, where you will also find all of the information on the map and the game seeds. It is a Pangaea map this week. And everything is standard. 100%. Standard size, standard everything. Age, rainfall, you name it, it's standard. So away we go. We've got ourselves a starting position here. We're going to get our 2-2 city center, which you know how much I love. And also got some horses ready to gate, which is good. It's a pretty solid start, especially on a standard map. You've got a fair amount of hills up in here, which will be pretty helpful. Even a little bit down in here. Nice little farming triangle, by the way. Best music in the game right there. As great as Shaka is at military games, this is the #1 reason to play Shaka. This music. You almost don't want to meet other people so that you don't have to listen to their music. We've got some really nice bonus culture up here that'll help us, not to mention being able to mine the amber. And also, I've mentioned this in the past before, how nice it is, how advantageous it is to have boosts in your capital. So farming a resource, mining a resource, building a quarry, building a pasture, all things you can do to give boosts to sciences and cultures. Sorry, I'm just going to get the dog underneath the blanket here. I think there we go. So yeah, and like I said, really nice farming triangle, and potentially even another farming triangle up there for that matter. So we'll be growth pretty tall, and a fair amount of hills, so it'd be a pretty strong city. Nice to have a strong capital for sure. So we've got some pretty good stuff here. Think about crossing the river, maybe heading to some nice open land down through here, and then having a second unit, maybe do a circle in this area. Try and walk in the direction of the hills, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's exactly quite good for standard map. Yeah. The music's quite quiet. Do I have my music a little quiet? It's possible that I've got my audio just a touch low on the music. I can turn it up. Try that. It is kind of a softish kind of, especially early on. They have the music kind of soft in the game, I think. So decisions. Do we go scout or do we go slinger? Going around and finding goodie huts and stuff is all great. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I kind of am inclined on military games where I don't really care to scout that much, to just go with a military unit and give us a start on that. So yeah, maybe we go slinger or go warrior. Let's go slinger because I want to. And the biggest reason why is looking at our tech tree. So we're going to start with mining because if we can get an early builder for free, we'll want to go work that amber, which is perfect. But also, I would like to get a slinger. I'd love to get the boost to this because we want to get the horseman. We want to try and push to two things in this game early on. We're going to want to push to horseman and, of course, to bronze working to get our special district. Get this going, get our general points going, and also get horseman going. So getting we know we're going to get the bonus to the pasture. Getting a slinger kill early would be nice as well. So let's try and focus on trying to get something to that. I'm really sorry. I got a really froggy throat today. Obviously, we're not going to want to wait too long on the campuses because we're going to want to push science. We're not going to want to wait too long to get to, of course, knights. We can core up some knights and absolutely rip the brakes off this game. So, yeah. Let's do this. Yeah, and just quickly, just so you guys get an idea, culturally, mercenaries, this is where we want to get to, the ability to make those cores out here at mercenaries, instead of having to wait all the way out here to nationalism. And then, of course, at nationalism, we'll be able to make armies. So, you know, that's, you can see the difference in, like, you get to do it in the medieval era instead of having to wait all the way through the Renaissance era and then all the way into the industrial era. So yeah, that's a really big advantage. That's a lot of years of having much more powerful units than everybody else. So very big to take care of. What are the pre-build for the Impy? Yeah, no, it's the replacement for the pikemen, so it would be spearmen would upgrade into it, I guess. Yeah. More biddies, caveman. Restock on painkillers. Thank you very much for that, buddy. Caveman dropping them biddies. Up to 99 for the day. 99. That's an important number in Canada. All right, let's do this, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Next turn. Pop goes the weasel. Oh, there's some more horsies. Is that a coast? Oh, we could probably take a look at our continent as well. Oh, we have a continent split, but we didn't get the notification, so I'm guessing we could see that. Yeah, we would probably have saw that. So we didn't get bonus. We didn't get the advantage of the continent split discovery, which kind of sucks because we're only going to build like 2 other cities probably, and then we'll just start warmongering. So maybe 3 other cities. So the chances of getting onto a lot of other continents and stuff, that would be advantageous in pretty much any other playthrough. But Settler's Lens. Okay, so that's a coast. That's coast down in here. Okay, good to know. Maybe we'll run down the coast here and see if there's anything on the other side of these mountains. Then we'll let our slinger maybe push north. I kind of like, I see a hill out here. I feel like we'll probably move down this way with our settler and try and find a place down this way to settle, because I see a hill there and a hill there. So there's probably something in here that's going to get at least a couple hills. So one way or another. Plus a farming triangle potential on that rice for the second city. So nobody's blue shit. Make it, keep it beautiful. If I have bits, I splish it now because you told me not to. And everybody likes to do that, which they are told not to do. Alright. I'm going to step on the hill. I want the vision. Okay. Next turn. Waiting on that slinger. Of course, we're going to... Ooh. We're going to expect this to grow out to there. And the quicker we can get a builder would be really nice. More rice here, or more wheat. Oh, that's not good. Turn 5. He's come from here. My guess would be that somewhere over in here is his barb camp. And he has discovered us, so he's going to turn around and run before I can do anything about it. I think I'm going to allow my slinger to get set up to help start the defense. Then go settler, and then maybe back to slinger. I want to keep exploring down here. There's a goody hut. More rice, or sorry, more sugar. Speaking of which, yeah, we have sugar here. So yeah, we have actually a three luxury capital. One in the first there, one in the second, and one in the third. Yeah, so he went right back to here. He's goody. He's probably tattletaling on us right now as we speak. And another continent, apparently. And more mountains. Oh, Science City State over there. That's so cheaty. It feels like, right? Because it shows you the mountain. I mean, it is what it is. That's the game, right? But it shows you the mountain from so far away because it is a mountain, and you can see mountains from far away. But it just happens to show you you can see on the edge of it just the science, just that blue little bit. It's like, oh, I see signs of civilized individuals. So we found another continent apparently. Oh, here, right here. So that's Kazakhstania. We're on Panotia, and Avalonia is to our west. All right. So let's go meet them sciencey guys as quickly as we can. Like right now. And as a first meet. I'm surprised at that. And we got a river here. Too close to these guys to be able to use. Okay, I'm surprised that's the first meet because maybe we've got space out here. I don't know. It's kind of on the other side of the mountains. I just figured there'd be somebody over here by now. Okay. We're gonna want to go. I'm gonna pump one turn into a monument, and then we'll go to a settler. I'm gonna just walk up this river a little bit. I'm anticipating that the barb hut's spawning over here. Yeah, sadly, just no fresh water, and this river's too close to Palenque to be able to use. So, and I don't know, like, there could be somebody down in here. Like, I'm only gonna settle 2 cities, or like 2 other cities probably, and I'm definitely gonna settle one here close, and then we'll have to figure out beyond that. Step on this hill, get some information. Desert to the north. I knew there was some desert there. I was hoping it wouldn't be too much. It's a nice tile there. I'm anticipating warriors coming over the hill any second now. Oh, there's a goody hut. Didn't want to move too far away from the capital because I do expect units. But I would like to go get that. Maybe I can go get that and come back. That's actually probably possibly a good spot. Although there's no really hills. Pretty flat other than if you settle the 2-2. I don't know if I like that or not. It's a lot of turns to get up there and back. 1 to here, 2 to there, 3 to there, 4 to there, 5 across, 6 to go from here to there and back. It's a lot of turns. Yeah, you could. But it's hard to get all the luxuries. If I'm only going to sell, I mean, you could. It's possible because there are different luxuries that you could get more advantage, I guess, by settling on different continents. But right now, I still only see the luxuries for our continent. Don't want to spread out too much. I'm gonna go for it. I'm sure units are about to pop out here. Just, oh god, I forgot to switch to my settler. I do that almost every time. Okay, so we've got coast here. So more than likely there's nobody over here. That's just a barb hut sitting on a peninsula out here somewhere. Or whatever. So we're not going to get any help. And we've also got... yeah, so this isn't as good a city as I thought it might have been. There's not really anything up here. It's not really good, so... oh my god, did it seriously grow to the frickin' wheat? Oh, game. Get the frick out of here, dude. It grew to a 2-1 instead of a 2-1 with culture. Yeah, you need to remind me, because I suck. Clearly. Nubia. Down here to the south, alright. Is this writing boost? I think I will... I don't want to get too far away from my capital. I think I might come up through here. Ooh, population. That's what I like to see. Alright. See how many turns this settler goes down to. There's combat strength versus the barbs, and we'll go get our thing. Still at 8. We added 2. What? 8. Alright. Let's walk this way, come down into here. Try and get as many boosts as we can here. I'd like to get a builder. Maybe save up some money to get a builder. I don't know. One way or another, I'd like to get tiles improved. I want to get as many boosts as we possibly can, so we can push out culturally to mercenaries as fast as possible on the culture we've got. Yeah, I agree. I wish she could expand. I wish she could select where your borders expand. Yeah.
If there are no dogs in heaven.
That is some ugly land here, really, though. Let's grab pottery, just so that we're ready for writing. We're gonna try and get a kill with the slinger here eventually, and get the boost of that. Get some barb kills going. I still can't believe there's no units have come in here. Oh, there you go. We knew that the barb came over here, saw us, and went back, so it had to happen eventually. Shouldn't be too big of a problem this early. Probably bring over some warriors and slingers. I'm gonna bring Buenos Aires, not a bad one. As far as you know, it helps you with luxuries, so it can be a little bit advantageous. And obviously, getting the first meat will allow us to have extra production in the capital for buildings and districts and stuff. So that'll just make things go that much quicker in our capital as we try to get going here. I guess we'll just try and go north here and try and catch up with this river. Here comes, whoa, the units. Hopefully they don't end this game really quickly on us. They don't usually have the intelligence to beat us up that badly, but yikes. Of course, always trying to damage the melee units as much as possible early on, so that when they hit, because they're just going to hit us and do what they do their best. So Right now, I'm a little worried about that settler when it pops. And of course, we're so far away. Come on, mountains. Barb troubles! Stop hitting me, bro. Kill that guy so we just even get a hit. That gives us our boost, of course. Be nice to get our warrior around here so that we can send our settler out there to him.
Clay must feel.
There we go. Hopefully there's a gap in here. We can get over there and protect our settler as we move him to the right. Be nice to get a couple campuses up in those mountains. Don't want to get this until I've got a couple more slingers at least. We're about to have our barb kills, so let's get going on bronze working. That way we can get to our special military district. They sent some units south, so that's just giving us a bit of a reprieve. Again, this looks worse than it is. We'll recover from this, no problem. Keep moving here. Looks like we might have a gap to the river, which is good. And you're dead. And there's that bronze working boost. And that sucks. This is nice though. Interesting. Let's finish off that monument. Going through that culture tree. We're gonna have to come over here and deal with this. Where are we gonna put the city? Right here, maybe? Keep this in their first ring. Maybe go campus. Campus, commercial hub, encampment. Let's just take a quick look at this. We throw the city down here. Haven't even looked at the capital yet, but I hate to put commercial hubs on hills, but we do have a fair amount of hills to the north here. Like we got a fair amount of production on our standard map with like a not being non-new. You hate to eat up too many hills with districts, but this looks pretty optimal. And when you've got like a couple really good tiles here, and again, lots of hills up there, you can even do lumber mill, some more hills there. Farming triangle. Oh, I won't be a farming triangle anymore. Put that there. Farming triangle here. A little bit of farming and stuff out here. But yeah, some really good tiles. Mines on grassland are really nice, so that'd be a solid city, I think. And then over here, this would be a farming triangle, I'm pretty sure. And then, of course, production to the north. We could put the campus here. That's a +2 campus there. It'd be a bit of a buy to get there. But we could do it. We wouldn't be able to get other districts around it because of things with desert plains. +2 is not that hard to achieve. Well, I mean, it's not, yeah. I guess and then we could do like commercial hub encampment to get the extra bonus on the commercial hub and then just have the campus sitting out here. That's a thing too. Yeah, have a little bit of space. Yeah. Although the funny thing is you don't really need a lot of room to expand on this kind of game. This is the kind of space you'd be looking for. Although we don't know how close they are down here. When you're playing a game where you need lots of cities. I don't know how much nice land there is out here. Probably not that much because you can actually see, unless that's a lake. I think that might be the coast there. That could be a lake, I guess. Maybe the coast is here. But yeah. Oh, okay. Next turn, probably have some more units come in here. Slinger's holding up well.
Every nation lives by.
We want this on, of course, still, and we haven't got our Pantheon yet. We're gonna have to hold up ever so slightly with the old settler. Actually, you know what? Although the only thing is, I would like to kill the barb hut, because if I like, just to play this out, if I were to go to here this turn, and he were to step across, I could get away. If I were to go to here and he didn't step across, I could step in and settle the next turn and eliminate the barb hut. But you would not get the era score, and that's 3 era score. Yeah, it's gonna be 3 era score if I clear that thing out. If I clear this one out, that's 3. If I clear the one out over here, it could be 3 as well. You add to that our unique district. We could be looking at a really early golden age, possibly, depending on what else we find. So it would be kind of nice to take that out militarily, but it does delay the construction of our city. What I could do, though, is try to draw him out. If I were to go to here, he would cross, and he crossed the river. That could potentially buy me some space to come in here and backdoor him to clear that out. He might chase the settler, and then I can snag him over here and clear it out super cheap. You're playing the same game, but you won't make any spoilers? Alrighty. Kind of get nervous to step out across the river with the slinger, but let's take a quick look, see what we've got here. Monument, and then we'll go maybe with another slinger after that. Open the civics tree. Pop 6. I don't have ability. I'm going to start to work on this at least. We're almost to pop 3 here. We'll get this settled on levy 4. So maybe like another 8 turns or so to get to 6 total population. Not sure if he'll step out or not. I don't think he will, but he did not. Alright. Go like that. I'm just going to have him stand right there. Here comes some units. I'm going to step back this way. I don't want to take any damage. And I am going to go ahead and pump out another slinger. Like that. Here we go. Give him a good smacking. Yeah, he's got ideal terrain, so this will not be an easy beat here. Most assuredly. I think it is worth waiting to clear it, or like to. I'm gonna go ahead and hit him. He'll kill himself. That way, this guy's done next turn. This guy's done next turn because he'll kill himself on the city. I'm actually going to heal up. Because if I hit him and lose a bad roll, he could hit me back and kill me potentially before. So I'm just going to heal up for maybe 2 turns. I don't like delaying my city this much, but unfortunately that ideal terrain is kind of killing me. And then you're dead. Alright, go ahead and just get that hit. Yeah, that's harsh. Too bad you didn't step out. I could have hit him on the even terrain there. And... oh, crap. Oh, so painful. Why couldn't it be a warrior? Oh, this is so goddamn annoying. I've made a mistake.
Bronze is the mirror of the form. Wine, of the
Domestic violence, indeed. All right. I should have just went over there and settled the city, got rid of the damn bar putt, and not dealt with this crap. It's not worth it at all. It was a mistake. I made a mistake. I'll go ahead and spend it to get to there. Self-inflicted mistakes. Yeah. Oh, she's over there somewhere. What was the mistake? Be more clear. Why? Some even better culture. How much does a builder cost? 200. Make this city much better. Give me a bunch of boosts. How long to make it myself? 5 turns. I'd like to get a settler going. Screw it. I'm gonna buy the builder. Live dangerously. No, I couldn't settle. I couldn't settle until I took the. I was purposely not taking. I think maybe you weren't listening when I said this because you were off doing things. I was purposely not settling until I took the camp, so I could get the era score. Because if you settle over top of a camp, you don't get the era score. Yeah, exactly, Kinsho. The whole point why I didn't settle earlier. Yeah. The whole point why I didn't settle earlier and went through the whole mess with the slinger was because I was sitting there not settling. I could have settled like 5-6 turns earlier, which probably was a mistake. 5-6 turns of a city being alive is worth more than 3 years score. Unless, of course, I were to get the Golden Age. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it at this point or not, to be honest with you. These guys go this way. Having bought the builder, I can no longer afford to buy the tile for my specialty district, so rip my life. I don't know where I'm going to put a second city. There's iron out there. That's good to know. Within reach of that city. I could potentially put a city up this way, although that's getting into the tundra. There's more iron there. I could almost, you know what's funny? I could almost take Buenos Aires. Look at the freaking hills. Right? I could almost just go ahead and take Buenos Aires. What do you guys think? 2-city challenge. I could just go ahead and take Buenos Aires. I don't know. It's not. I mean, it's helpful for luxuries and that, but I'm gonna be taking everyone's cities. I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna have lots of luxuries. I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about the amenities in a game like this as compared to most. But like this city is ridiculously strong. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hills just on this half alone. There's a +3 campus there. You can eat a bunch of stone. There's extra iron. Not that you need it, but hey, that's science. I mean, this city's ridiculously strong. More ERA score north of the capital. Oh, yeah, there is! Yeah, there is. Let's do this thing. I'm thinking maybe a granary. Or no, let's just go with the slinger. Let's go slinger. I'm gonna turn off archery and go with another slinger. Let's get the campus ability, and then we'll grab archers. How many more turns do we have? 10 to 28. Gotta move. Gots to move. What's our 83? So one more turn standing there will give us our production and gold or food and I'm gonna go with this. The reason I sent it there was for the internal trade route. So let's go ahead and follow through on that. We're gonna work this and we're gonna work that. Quarry and resource. Yeah, and there's still. I'm probably going to get another. There's still another one out here. If I could get my button gear before this era ends, there's 2 more to clear.